In the blue corner, he weighed in at 63 kilograms. He's had 11 fights, won 4, lost 6, drawn 1, 4 by knockout. Akintunde Abolade. In the right corner, Emmanuel Abimbola. Weighed in at 64 kilograms. He's had 14 fights, won 13, lost none, drawn 1, 10 by knockout. Emmanuel Abimbola. Our judges are Yetunde Alimi, Tola Jacobs, and Babatunde Ezekiel. Our ref is Segun Adesoya.
I'm Adesoya Olusegun, the center referee for this bout. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves. Any foul committed will be duly penalized. Touch gloves, have a great fight.
And it's all said, all the necessary things that needs to be done, all sorted, and we are ready to go right here on this one. And of course,
round 1.
Yes, this bout will be administered by the man at the center, Segun Adesoya. He is definitely one who is one of Nigeria's most recognized official when it comes to boxing. The judges are Yetunde Alimi, Tola Jacobs, and Babatunde Ezekiel. And just to let you know, the boxers, to give you a quick introduction once again, the man they call Ability is none other than Emmanuel Abimbola. He is sporting the black trunks with some gold somewhere. He shimmered right in front. In fact, it's actually maroon rather, shimmered in front. And of course, his opponent is the one sporting the gold trunks, and that's talking about Akintunde Abolade. Abolade has a very good record, fairly good record. He's won 4 out of 10, out of 11 rather. And the good thing about it, it looks like he is a knockout specialist. The 4 wins that he has so far, he's won them all by knockouts. And he's also up against a very formidable opponent in Emmanuel Abimbola, who's had 3 more fights, even though he's much younger than Akintunde. But for Emmanuel, he's got 14 fights, 13 victories, 10 of those by knockouts, and he's only had 1 draw, no loss to his name. Would today be different, George? I'm not too sure.
Well, at the moment, the statistics seems to favor Emmanuel Abimbola going to this one with 13 wins and, of course, 10 by technical knockout. So that gives him more confidence, gives him more belief going to this first fight of the 32nd edition of the Gold TV Boxing Night right here at the Tafawa Balewa Square. So a lot to be expected from this particular fight, and, of course, starting rather on a very calculated note from both boxers. That's what you see from the first round in professional boxing.
Yeah, you can see that man who's he's older, but not as experienced as Abimbola. Abimbola is somebody who's always up for the fight. He's always ready to mix it up. And from the stance of Abolade, but Akintunde, you know he's not that kind of boxer that will back off at all. He's going straight on the offensive, while I think we're going to be witnessing a change of who's going to be on the offensive or who's going to be on the defensive in this bout.
Well, sometimes it all goes down to who has the most stamina, who has really planned this fight out, in terms of what they need to do in every particular round. So both boxers just calculate how they get into the match, what they need to do from the first round, the second round, and the third, and possibly when you fight matches that have longer bouts. So those boxers try to calculate how they gradually get into the fight. 8 rounds in the offense, so it's rather a calculated process for those boxers at this stage of the fight.
Yes, it is. First round, and you can see Abolade gets caught in the process there. One thing that Emmanuel doesn't want to do is give his older opponent, who seemed to have a lot of punching power as well, the opportunity. And plus right there, when the bell went, Emmanuel Ability almost catching Abolade and could have actually sent him sprawling to the canvas there.
Yeah, I wish he had more power behind those punches. I think it would have caused more damage.
Okay, first round out of the way, 7 more to go. bit of studying and research being done by both boxers here.
Yeah, that's what you see from the early stages of a boxing match. Sometimes boxers want to just bring in their A game right from the word go, and sometimes they just want to calculate and wait for the time to have the opportunity to kill. But more to come from the second round.
Let's see the highlights of the very first round there. Emmanuel goes for the kill there, but Akintunde rides it very calmly. It doesn't look disturbed, even though there seems to be a very good right hook there coming from Ability. And good defensive boxing there. We're ready to roll, round 2.
I think he needs to be very careful putting himself in harm's way in terms of taking so much risk. Sometimes when you try to calculate yourself, you put yourself in a very dangerous situation, and the opponent can capitalize with the openings, with the opportunities, and if you get hit, you might not live to fight for another day. So that's what Akintunde Abolade needs to watch in this particular one.
All right, so enough of all the play, and of course, nobody's here to play, to be honest, but I just use that as a description. Look at that big hook again, and that's what you were talking about when Akintunde tries to be too calculated when he's going in there. He needs to throw it at his opponent as well.
I think Emmanuel Abimbola looks like he has the right combination to get this man where he wants him. I like his combination, the way he's mixing it up with the body shots and the jabs, and some good body shot that time.
Yeah, but he does look at that again. That's
and combined with an uppercut also.
Abimbola seems to know when to catch his opponent, and he's looking for that opening every now and then. He always seeks to counter. He'll wait for his opponent. Oh, look at that left hook again, catching Abimbola, who also fights back with uppercuts of his own.
Uppercut that time. Well, it's interesting. If you want to just attack in boxing, you don't leave yourself vulnerable. It's about defense and attack. If you're trying to attack, doesn't mean that you just put your guards down. You need to hold up, attack and defend, because you can just be caught. All of a sudden, you might just hit the canvas. You don't want that to happen at the stage of an 8-round boxing fight.
And of course,
good shot now.
Yeah, good combination by both boxers there. Still trying to ensure, but you could see the stance of Ability. He drops his guard. It's actually a big trick that he's putting off there. He wants his opponent to try to, take the risk and go for it. And then every time he tries to, Akintunde goes for the punch. You see Emmanuel, countering almost immediately, and that has done a great job in keeping Akintunde at bay. Akintunde is too cautious. He doesn't know when to go in. He's just trying to make sure that he doesn't open himself up, but at the same time, he's not scoring as many punches as he should be scoring.
Well, it's a dangerous game he's playing right there, because you can't be caught with a power punch. It might not be good enough. As the referee is showing that this one is fair and square.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that's one thing I love about the referee, Segun Adesanya there. He saw the man ability to use his elbow and his shin of the arm to press down on the neck of his opponent, and of course he wouldn't have any of that. Look at that for another counter punching coming from Ability. There you go again. He waits for that lunge, and of course fends it. Lovely body punch there, but Emmanuel will take that as we go into the end of the second round. But there is something of a worry for Emmanuel Abimbola, who seems to have a cut at the right cheek.
Well, Miro, this is the point I was trying to make initially. He is not holding up his guard very well. He's so concerned about attacking. He's not defending when he needs to. He's put himself in harm's way. He's got cuts in his upper eye. I hope that doesn't distract him. I hope that doesn't get him down in this particular fight. It's too early for him to have this cut.
I don't think it was a punch that actually did that. I think we just saw the replay of what could have led to that earlier. I think it was the elbow or the arm of his opponent while he was gliding his hands back into his own frame. I think he gets caught in it, but it's still all about what you said. And the fans are coming in, and you can see it's always a family atmosphere at GoTV Boxing Night. One of the ways to enjoy the
festive season. Yeah, absolutely. Up and running for the third round. The first fight of the night. GoTV Boxing Night, the 32nd edition. coming to you live on Super Sports.
I'm not sure whether that cut will cause so much problem for Emmanuel, because he seems to have been dealt with there. A lovely hook by both sides, but Emmanuel catches him with a left and right combination to the with an uppercut as well. And then there you see that thing we talked about with Abimbola, who keeps dropping his guards. But I think it's a strategy, but it is a very risky strategy that could cost him a lot as well.
Well, if he wins, it might just be worth the risk taken.
Yeah, I think he wants to draw out Akintunde Abolade, because he's noticed that Abimbola is a very durable boxer, but also too cautious. So that kind of person, it's always difficult to score a point against him. He almost got caught there again. Lovely jab. Oh, and he gets caught. Akintunde gets caught in there. You know, he throws that left jab and he opens himself up, allows his opponent to come with his left hook as well.
Well, I think he might need to step aside a little bit. He needs to improve on his footwork.
That's Akintunde.
Yes. He needs to step aside. He needs to improve on his footwork, make it a little bit flexible.
Yeah, it's making it too easy for Abimbola to catch him every time. Look at that, oh, lovely one there. Both boxers giving themselves, but Abimbola still going. Oh, look at that. Fantastic uppercut. And he actually wobbles his opponent, but I don't know what he was thinking about, George. That could have been his opportunity to, you know, really go for a massive offensive, but it seems like he wants to take his time in this fight.
I think he wants to give the fans something more entertaining gradually.
He needs to be very careful, Gift.
Yeah,
if you have the opportunity, take the opportunity. Don't try and entertain the fans. Another problem a lot of the boxers have is because of the Mojisola Ogusoya Memorial Trophy, which is usually handed out to the best boxer of the night, plus a cash reward of 1 million naira.
That's something to, you know, spur these boxers to come out with their very, very best in this one. And of course, the man is still going so good. Ooh. Stepping aside when he needs to.
I just hope that this seeming overconfidence coming from Emmanuel does not affect him in the end. Nice up. Oh, he catches it. Lovely left hook. Can he finish it up? And once again, oh, another lovely one there. Wow.
Fantastic combination.
Catches Abolade. 10 seconds left.
Delightful to watch. This man needs to be saved by the bell. He's trying to fight back now. Akintunde Abolade.
And that's, you know, I told you about Akintunde Abolade. He's a durable boxer, but it doesn't work well for him. He keeps trying to tell his opponent, I can take all you got, but you cannot keep yourself open. And then they keep scoring points against you, and you say, I'm durable. With the judges, that doesn't count for anything.
Absolutely. It's not looking too good by the points counted at the moment, so he needs to step up. He might need to try to even get a technical knockout if it's possible.
Yeah. Out of 5, you can look at it from the playback.
It's not looking too good for him at all.
2 big left hooks, and this is where I expected him.
Yes, the follow-up.
But he allowed him to gather his composure again, and you shouldn't be allowing that at all. You caught him with 2 great left hooks. Should be following up. Look at that uppercut again.
Some wonderful combinations from Emmanuel Abimbola. 4th round now, and it's looking good for Emmanuel Abimbola. Of course, 14 fights, 13 wins, 10 by technical knockout. He doesn't mind if he can make it 11. Of course, and the 4th round now. Looking very good. I think he's gathered enough points to impress the judges so far. But he doesn't mind if he can get a technical knockout on this one.
Well, George, I don't think I'm going to agree with that. It's just halfway through the rounds, through the bout itself. We're going for 8, and we are only in the 4th round. He doesn't want to leave anything to chance. You can see that Abolade has got good punch power. If he's scored 4 knockouts in his 4 wins, that is a message that he's sending, that when he's in his elements, he's probably one of the most dangerous boxers to fight against. So ability should not take it for granted too much. I think he's a bit too confident, a bit overconfident, which is the reason why he's not holding up his guards. He just feels he can actually take his opponent anytime he wants.
The cleaners, yeah. But I think Abolade might just have enough stamina or endurance to come out stronger, likely, in the 7th round. If he doesn't get knocked out, I think this might get a hold out and come out stronger in the final round, because he's just playing a defensive game. try to wear out Emmanuel Abimbola and hold out if possible. If he doesn't get knocked out, so I think he might want to wear the man down and say just keep bringing it.
Lovely hook there coming from Abolade.
Gradually try to get into the match.
I don't think he's, well, anything can happen. It's boxing, but Emmanuel is too intelligent for that. And I think Emmanuel wants to give him, you know, some opportunity to come at him. And Emmanuel thrives better when he's counter-punching. And he just wants the opponent to do what he wants so that he can get him. Drop your guard, because there's no way you want to punch. You have to drop one of your guards so that you can throw the punch. And that's exactly what Emmanuel is looking for. You can see that once again. He's trying to taunt his opponent, trying to trick him so that he can get angry and lose his cool and just come out of his shape. And there you have it. But my problem with Emmanuel is that when that happens, he's always not waiting in the wings to take. Oh, massive one there. Lovely left hook. Landed there by ability.
It's just dictating the tempo of the match right from the first round up to this fourth round at the moment. He has the man exactly where he wants him.
But I wonder what would happen if he decides to go on the offensive straight. Oh, nice right jab there.
Body shots now from Abolade.
Yeah,
if that can make any difference.
Abolade is noticing that it's difficult for him to score points to the face. So what you can do is to try and, you know, affect the stamina of your opponent, which is what body shots are really all about. It's not, oh, look at that, two combinations again. And we have their lovely jabs, and one of them eventually, but he gets caught as well, talking about, oh!
Delightful that time.
Two great shots.
Executed.
Two great shots by ability.
Fantastic performance so far from this young man. Absolutely walking away with this one now. But let's see what happens in the fifth round. It's still Gold TV Night, 32nd edition of the boxing show on the Boxing Day, giving to Lagos fans, and of course across 50 African countries, right here on Gold TV on Super Sports, bringing you the 32nd edition of Gold TV Boxing Night.
And the fans are still waiting for a lot of things to come, and of course we've got quite a lot lined up. Like I said, 32nd edition Gold TV Boxing Night is what is called boxing jams and music. And of course along the line we'll be having the first performance and a couple of bouts from now, and it will be by MC Lively, and of course also musical performance by Ketch. And of course after that we'll have more bouts, and then of course we'll be followed by another musical performance by YKB, another Afrobeat artist. And then to wrap up everything after the whole show will be a music performance by one of the top Afrobeat acts in this country. It's called the Mayor of Lagos.
Absolutely.
Mayor will be rounding things up at Gold TV Boxing Night.
So back to the ring. And of course it's the first fight of the night. Emmanuel Abimbola against Akintunde Abolade. Interestingly, the debut is 2022 and 2021, very close in terms of when they started their boxing careers.
Yeah, for Abolade, I think he actually started a bit late compared to his opponent, who's much younger. Emmanuel started a year after, but you have to look at his age. He's 22, and Abolade is actually 38 years old. And look at those combinations coming from ability. And when I say ability, that's talking about Emmanuel Abimbola, who's really showing that he has the ability to be a great boxer.
He's absolutely showboating at times. But like you said, playing some dangerous game. He needs to take this man to the cleaners when he has the opportunity.
You have to talk about, you have to take a look at that eye. Yes, it's not bleeding, but it's getting swollen more and more, and it could affect his vision as well.
But kudos to Abolade, still staying in the match. He's not totally let himself down.
I've told you the thing.
He's not looking too good in terms of the points count, but he's still in the match.
I think
so
maybe
anything can still happen.
Absolutely, but I also think that his age oftentimes affects his thinking. He doesn't always feel like he should go for kills. He goes to a boxing bout saying, I'm durable.
That delightful combination that time from Akintunde. Oh, fight back now.
But nothing really out of that, to be honest. It was just a punch to the arm. That's my problem with Akintunde. When he has the opportunity, he doesn't really follow up very well. Good body punch there, but it doesn't seem to bother Emmanuel. But that's a lovely combination. Two lovely combinations, and a third one as well. It seems to be bringing him the fight. He's bringing him in the fight, but the problem is that every time he seems to get into the momentum,
gradually picking his steam, picking his momentum, gradually coming strong into this fight. But Abimbola is still fighting back.
I told you it's the strategy. A lovely uppercut there.
Now. Wow, this match is...
Ability has a way. He has a way to conserve his energy. All the while, in the last 1 minute, he's not really thrown massive punches. You know, he's been putting his guard up. That's the same man we talked about, not, you know, holding up his guard, but you can see him putting his guards up and, you know, taking those punches. You have to be a good receiver of these punches as well if you want to be a great boxer. And that's what he's been able to do so far from Abolade, who's throwing body and head punches as well.
Trying to stay in the match as much as possible as we gradually wind down the end of the 5th round. And of course, it's still the first fight of the night. Skinny contested so far. Stop! That will do it for the 5th round. This round was absolutely entertaining for the fans.
Yeah, George, a very difficult one to call, especially with the dominance of Abolade right around the middle of that bout. But then, of course, ability comes back into it. And I'm sure his coach is not going to be very happy about him giving the impetus to his opponent there. And you can hear him speak in Yoruba language. I was able to read the lip and I heard Motibo. And what Motibo means is, I have heard you. Obviously, the coach telling him, you cannot afford to give this guy some confidence so that he can come at you. You need to put him in the place where you want him to be so that it doesn't cause you any harm.
Exactly. He should tell this man that you're not anywhere close to coming to this match, because if he gives this man the belief that he has a chance of coming to this match, then anything can happen.
The fans still enjoying themselves. I mean, if what we have seen from the very first bout of the night is anything to go by, we're looking forward to a great night of 4 more fantastic, cracking matchups coming up. Look at that. And not a lot of punches connected. I think that's what Abolade has to work on. You see him throwing punches, but he doesn't land a lot of them. Unlike when Ability decides to throw the punches, you can actually see them landing. He's dropped those guards again, trying to lure his opponent out again.
I think Abolade now is desperate to fight his way back into this match because time is not in his favor. This is the 6th round, 2 more rounds to go. He's almost seeing his defeat staring at his face, so he's becoming aggressive. But when you're so aggressive, you might forget your tactics. You might forget what your coaches have told you in your corner.
And you can see now Emmanuel has kept him at bay. Emmanuel telling him that that round where you got me earlier, it was just my strategy to, you know, conserve my energy.
More or less a fluke.
You bring it, I bring it back for you this time around. And he's been doing just that to Abolade. There's a bit of a problem around the protective band around the torso of Abolade right there. And referee Segun Adesanya insists that he wants it tucked in properly. And now we can get back into action.
But how massive this fight has been from the first round. It looked like they were going to start on a very slow, gradual note, but they just picked up momentum. And of course, it's been raining punches from both boxers here.
Absolutely, and then you can see Emmanuel. I think that serious, how would I call it now, scolding he got from his coach. He seems to have reacted because his coach told him, you are becoming, you know, a bit
lethargic, probably.
Lethargic about this. It looks like you're too confident that this guy is in the bag. He is not in the bag. You need to throw those punches and get this guy out of your way. And you see those counter punching again. And Abolade also still coming back strong. Oh, lovely hook again. Oh,
delightful. What a shot that time. Straight on his face. Perfectly executed from Emmanuel Abimbola, ability like you call it.
Oh, massive combination left and right, and he's getting
playing
really
to the gallery
confident.
at times.
Yeah, but he needs to do that as well because I think it's a way for him to, you know, fire himself up.
Yeah, I was about saying that. So it gives him confidence when he plays to the gallery. It gives him the belief that I'm in control, I'm in charge of this match, and that's what
I run this ring.
Exactly. He's running the show at the moment.
Good jabs. He needs to stick more of those jabs right in there.
Well, I love his combination. Oh, the man turned his back.
That was sportsmanship there. He could have actually knocked him at the back because he was about to throw the punch, and unfortunately, Akintunde turned his back. It could have been a bad punch to the back of the head, which would not have been Emmanuel's fault because his opponent turned around. You don't do that when you're fighting. You make sure that you keep focused, you keep your opponent within your eye contact, and you can see the person. Oh, look at that massive jab!
Wonderful combination.
Oh,
you can smell blood.
The blood, I think it's a head contact again, which could have led to a cut there. We have to wait to see that. I think, yes, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's that head
Oh, wow.
And Akintunde felt it. I saw it, and he's not happy about that at all. This is a big one. This is a massive one. He's really worried about this. You can see it really, really not looking good.
The medical team needs to be called in.
I think he might warrant a deduction coming for Akintunde there. I don't know how he did it, but if we get to see, you can see some of the
fans are a little bit stunned because they want this match to go down the wire. They want the match to go to the very end, and of course, let the winner come out in a legitimate way.
Absolutely.
Let it be decided right there in the center of the ring.
These are some of the fans of one of the boxers on the night coming up that's talking about Fally Boy, and they've got the T-shirt right in there, the ones in the blacks and the white ones. Let's see what the doctor would say about this, whether the fight can continue. And you can see from here, and he gets caught. We'll see whether we'll be able to capture that incident there. Okay, he gets caught once again there, talking about Emmanuel getting so confident, and it, keeps connecting. And then I think it was somewhere after this, the incident happened. It launched forward with his head, and he gets, he catches his opponent there. At this point, the action had taken place already. The medic says they can continue, but you have to give it to ability, Emmanuel, because he's able to, I saw when that incident happened, he was not happy about it, but he kept his cool. In fact, he became even more aggressive. It was like that thing gingered him to say, you know what, for what you have done, I'm going to make you pay for it.
Yeah.
But the referee had to stop it because the referee himself also saw the head contact with it.
So round 7 to come. Emmanuel Abimbola and Akintunde Abolade. The first match of the night at the Gold TV Boxing Show on Boxing Day, 32nd edition. Right here, it's boxing meets music. Right here at the Tafawa Balawa Square. Still 2 rounds to go.
And you can see there, referee Adesanya saying, I want to see boxing. I don't want to see head contact because we want the sport to be as safe as possible. Like we said, family day out, you can see the kids right there. And he's obviously one of the fans of Emmanuel Abimbola. I just heard him shouting out, Belete, and let's see how things go. 2 more rounds to go, and this is the penultimate round. I think Abimbola should be able to ride this, despite having 2 cuts. One to his left on the upper eye, and the other one just slightly below the eye on the left jaw, chin.
Well, Almira, I'm going to ask you this. Do you think this man, Akintunde Abimbola, now needs to play safe, be a little bit tactical, manage himself?
That's Emmanuel Abimbola ability.
Yeah, ability. I'm talking about ability now. Do you think he needs to manage a fight because he has a coach that can give him doubts that he's not totally in control of this match at the moment? Do you think he needs to play for time because his coaches might tell him you have the point advantage, you're leading all the way from first round, but if you come toe-to-toe with this man, it might be risky because of the courts. Or he still can just go toe-to-toe.
No, obviously he's not going to be going.
I think it's a dilemma he puts himself now.
Yeah, because he knows he can take this man out if he goes toe-to-toe. But like you said, he has to be protective of that gash. And look at that combination. He wants to take him out finally, but I said it. He's a very durable boxer. You really have to land a massive punch to take this man out, and that's exactly what Emmanuel Abimbola will be looking for. And of course, you also, I think, Abolade himself is, galvanized because of those cuts that, especially the second one, which is actually massive. And you can see him there, catches Abimbola with a massive one. He's confident, and he's coming out because he knows that Abimbola has to be very, very careful because of that cut.
Exactly my point. Now this buttresses my point. If I was his coach, I tell you, you're leading by point, play tactical, play for time, that's around the ring.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Play Mayweather.
But
be smart. I don't think he's been smart enough.
No, the only issue there is that he's not dancing around the ring. He wants to.
He's just defending. He's not been tactical enough. I think Abolade's coach, his bench seems to be happy about the way the fight is going now at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely, but I'm not sure.
That's the situation
I'm
we have
not
right
sure
now.
if he's possibly going to take this round. Talking about Emmanuel Akintunde Abolade, but I don't think it's enough for him to win the bout, because I think that up until the 6th round, I think Emmanuel ability Abimbola has taken all those rounds. With some of them, maybe the 5th round a bit close. But to be honest, I think even Abolade's camp knows that, and all they can do is to try and
Yes, that's why they're
end
pushing.
this fight before the distance. If he goes the distance, they have a feeling that they will lose. And I think Emmanuel is just taunting him. There's some, maybe not necessarily very happy about the fact that he has caught. And you can
Now
see,
fighting back.
you can see Emmanuel fighting back now.
It's like a step on the tail of a lion, and he comes out roaring.
That's why I said earlier, he was actually conserving his energy. And look at that for another jab, which actually rocks his opponent.
I think that court.
Abolade needs to watch out. Lovely
Lovely
uppercut, yeah.
That court is actually weighed him down.
But I wonder why Abolade is fighting like this now, when he could have done this much earlier.
Exactly.
You know?
I was saying maybe that's his tactics, maybe that's his plan.
It's not the plan. It's not the plan. You can see blood all over that towel, and you can see Abimbola not really happy about the cut. It's a very nasty gash on that eye there, you can see. And I think he's been buoyed by those 2 cuts, and he feels like, you know what? There's no way you can be strong with those 2 cuts. You're going to have some psychological issues with it, because you're going to be like, I don't know how deep it is. You're going to try and protect it,
exactly.
And it's going to affect your game plan, which is what is happening to Emmanuel right now. And that's what Abolade is trying to capitalize on.
Take advantage of,
And I will not be surprised if he goes all out in the 8th round
the final
to
round,
try and get a submission or get a situation where the cut will be too deep for him to continue. You know, you want to get a victory by default in this bout, but I think Emmanuel is too intelligent to allow that to happen.
8th and final round, Emmanuel Abimbola against Akintunde Abolade. First fight of the night, 32nd edition of the Gold TV Boxing Show on Boxing Day. And now Emmanuel Abolade, Akintunde Abolade, at the moment seems to be smelling blood. It feels like this is his own opportunity.
Yeah, but he's not very calculated
He's
when he
coming
goes
out
for.
stronger, Nero. He's
Yeah, but
coming out. Oh, God, it's going on.
And I think that Emmanuel is actually really tired, and that blood, those cuts are really affecting him. It's really done a great deal of injustice to him. But he will have to ride it out. That's the only thing he has to do. He'll have to ride it out.
The bench of Abolade, they want this fight to just keep pushing, because they feel their man has the A game. They feel their man has the momentum at the moment. So the stoppages is not, they're not happy about the stoppages. They want the man to take advantage of it.
He'll have to deal with that.
They waited.
I think
They waited to the last round.
I think it's a strategy by Emmanuel as well, because Emmanuel is really affected by those 2 cuts. It's obvious. His confidence has dropped to a certain level, and I will not be surprised. He's telling the fans, trying to push them back up, get himself in there. And I think his coach has probably told him 1 or 2 things there, that you need to do something, because the way things are going, you're giving this guy too much confidence. And let's see how he's able to come back from.
What a shot that time!
Massive shot there, but he catches his opponent back. But that was a big punch that rocked Emmanuel Abimbola there.
His coaches are calling out, can you go for the technical knockout?
He needs to watch out as well, because he could get caught there. You see what I said? Because he's swinging very well.
This one has turned out to be Nero.
Definitely.
Started a very slow note, but absolutely entertaining.
Both
Delightful
boxers.
to watch. Just spilling blood and sweat on the ring this time
Absolutely. Massive uppercut there by Emmanuel Abimbola.
Time ticking away for Abolade. Can he come out something good, something dramatic in this final round? Time not in his favor.
Massive uppercut followed up with a lovely right hook as well.
And the fans are asking for more.
Fans up.
What a shot, what a combination.
Oh my days, what a way to finish this off.
Absolutely delightful. Just less than a minute to end this one. And now giving the fans something to cheer about.
Both of them
amazing
showboating, but I don't know what Abolade is showboating about, and the referee isn't going to have any of that, telling them stop all this.
Time ticking away for Abolade. He needs to come up with something big and
I don't know why Abolade is even wasting so much time still doing showboating with his opponent when he needs all the points he can get. And I don't see him, even if he wins the 7th and the 8th round, I don't think it's going to be enough for him to win this fight. And he's also tired as well. Oh, he just got with a massive uppercut there, coming from Abimbola.
What a fight. And what a match.
He gets caught, but he comes back with his own as well.
Delightful. Less than 10 seconds now to end this one.
Abimbola, I expect a lot more from Abolade because his opponent, you can look at that spirit of sportsmanship between the two of them, touching gloves. And Abimbola wants to finish off stronger. He's trying to keep his opponent at bay. Oh, both boxers, there you have that lunge again.
And just 8 rounds.
Blood all over the place, all over the face of Emmanuel Abimbola.
He spilled his blood, but he fought to the very end.
I think he's been a warrior. He's been a warrior.
Wow, what a fight! What a way to kick off Gold TV Boxing Night 32nd edition, and the fans got much more than the bargain from the first fight of the night. That's absolutely unbelievable. Most boxing shows you go, the first fight starts on a very slow note, but this one started on fire. Look at the slow motion for your viewing pleasure. Absolutely fantastic, Nero.
Lovely uppercut there, catching Abolade, who's a very durable boxer. And you can see the fans really having fun right here. Fans of all ages, women of all ages, both young, old, all here for boxing, Nigerian boxing, and they are getting the best of it from Gold TV Boxing Night Season 32.
Well, unfortunately, Abolade kept it too late to have made a statement in this battle of first fight of the night.
I think not only that he kept it too late, I think he was given motivation by those 2 cuts that Emmanuel had. Before those cuts, Abolade kept everything at bay because he knew that he couldn't go forward. He was fighting a very confident and very lethal boxer. And the moment the second cut came in, the confidence level of ability dropped, and that was why, you know, Abolade was able to step up. If he can start fights the way he finished it, I think he will have more chances. I would not be surprised if this ends up being a unanimous decision for Emmanuel ability.
Well, for some reasons, I feel Abolade might have more stamina, more energy to go on 12th round. This fight, no doubt about it. Abimbola has more tactical ability, but wait for the official decision.
Let's go to the ring announcer, Benga Adeyika, the first for the decision of the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the results. George Yetunde Alimi scores it 75-77. George Tola Jacob scores it 76-76. George Ezekiel scores it 76-76. So the match is a draw.
Unbelievable. The fans didn't see this one coming.
I am a bit surprised about that decision.
Kick off.
And you can see Emmanuel Abimbola not happy about that result. I also feel that he should have gotten, it should have been the worst case, maybe a split decision victory for him. Because I thought that
is absolutely
it's one of those results that will leave you, you know, speechless in boxing. I can understand that the 2 boxers, the judges, 2 of them scoring it a draw, but honestly, Abimbola was in control. He was in control up until the 6th round of this bout. I don't know how that was judged as a draw by 2 of those.